Snippets for the Soul. My first story is about a young lady called the Enchantress who actually enchants an onlooker with disarming ease. The Enchantress. We stared at one another across the room. I held my breath, thoroughly enchanted. She seemed perky, her intelligent eyes lighting up with curiosity. She smiled at me, and disconcerted by her ardor, I smiled back, unsure of my next move. She climbed out of her seat, swaying slowly towards me, her rounded hips moving gently from side to side. She found me intriguing, and within seconds was by my side. Seeing her so close, I gulped my drink nervously, not knowing what to do. Without much ado, she rested her little head on my lap. Never before had this happened to me. I allowed my hand to smoothen the dark locks, which fell in an uneasy turmoil over her head. Hazel eyes stared at me in awe. Her eyes contrasted becomingly with her hair and held a depth of knowledge beyond her years. Young as she was, she seemed to take in her surroundings with knowledgeable maturity. I have heard of old souls. I've heard of rebirth. I've heard of situations where one is able to walk through memories of one's past life. But to find myself drawn to an utter stranger was a completely new experience. All of a sudden, she let out a wail. She had knocked into the leg of a table, and an angry bruise spread over her forehead. I picked her up, and she nestled by my shoulder, allowing her tiny head to lie on my neck. Young arms clasped me possessively, as if she had known me all her life. I allowed the Enchantress to hold me to her heart. I loved the smell of her powder, oil and shampoo as it tickled my nostrils. But I knew my time with her was up. Her mother had looked up from her book to find the toddler missing. Ashen white, her eyes scanned the room in disbelief, for how could her baby climb out of the pram and find her way to a stranger? Relieved, she saw her in my arms. She called out her name as she walked towards me to take the child. The Enchantress seemed reluctant to go. Quickly, she hugged me, her eyes seeking mine. With unspoken determination, she told me that our lives would cross yet again.